Hello and welcome back to everyone here today. Today we've got a very interesting one here because we're driving around a track I'm rubbish at. Here we're at MISANO here today for a usual 10-minute race here. We're in the Ferrari Tuning 6 GT3 here, the number 52 car. So we're in the AM class, the bronze class. I don't know, I think it's kind of the same thingish here today. So yeah, that's an interesting one. Hopefully we can do something and do that here. We're definitely not going for a win here. We're in fact probably lacking in pace. Very considerably lacking in pace, as I should probably say here. We're in the number 52 car here, starting 24th of 30 cars here today, and hopefully we can do a semi-decent job at maybe managing some traffic up in the early stages. But yeah, other than that, it's probably going to be, I reckon, a fairly defensive race here today. So yeah, let's get on with it. And here we are on the grid here today. We can't actually see where we are starting here, but yeah, we are starting down, all the way down. We all have to go all the way down here in 24th place. There we are. Here we got the number 97 Neutronic Racing Porsche behind us there. In fact, we've got a good gaggle of AM class cars here. What's the top AM car? The top AM car's up in 7th. We're probably not going to get him, but I would quite like to maybe challenge maybe Eddie Cheever in the 95 Sky Tempesta car there. That might be a good thing to try get there. Maybe a goal there. Maybe we can do better. Who knows? Let's get on with it. And on the grid now here today in MISANO. We are on the grid. As you see, we got the Porsche behind us there. The kind of inverted colours. Neutronic Racing Porsche to what's normally there. We actually got one of the WRT, no that's not, is that one of the WRT cars? I was wondering why that wasn't braking and why it was so light, but it was because it was accelerator. But never mind here, we've got the Porsche up ahead, it's silver class here. But we're just trying to do it as well as we probably can here in MISANO. Hopefully we can have a decent showing out here today as we come to the green flag waves now here in MISANO. And we are away. Managed to get by the spinner there at the start, but actually 3 wide round turn 1 isn't particularly well or nice, enjoyable here. As actually we're already up to kind of Eddie Cheever's position now here in the Ferrari as well ahead of us. And oh my god! I didn't see that coming. Jesus. So I've never driven MISANO before, really. I'm pretty crap at it. So I've got not a clue what I'm doing. I know the track layout, I'm just not very quick around the track layout here, but we're actually already up to 18th place. Here we come down now here, big braking zone. Down now here, we've got another McLaren ahead of us. Also part of the M class. Hopefully we can do a decent showing now here today as we come around up towards the hairpin and the very long back stretch where that Lambo had that massive accident in the GT Challenge not too long ago there. Second gear doesn't seem to be the optimal gear to get out there. The Audi definitely getting this straight line speed in this there. Big drag race now here. We're going to basically force around the outside of these kind of kink corners now here. But we're going to survive that one there and make it down now here, down to 4th gear. We'll slam it down there and now into this corner. This is probably the section at MISANO that I cannot get right for the life of me. However, we get away from that there. Second gear just bogs us down so much there, it seems, and this corner as well seems to be one that we can't seem to get very right either here in MISANO. However, we're up to 15th here in that number 1. That's a decent showing from us so far. However, I do believe it's now going to be a very much defensive showing now here for the rest of this race. Come around there, the Ferrari understeery there kind of just digs in. Doesn't dig in here. We've actually caught up to this McLaren fairly well here and competently, but sliding on the traction and the kind of rotation in the exit section there, that's not very fun. We can't get that right for the life of us either. You'll struggle with that a lot there, but that kind of section, the exit of that hairpin and that corner is what really bogged us down there. The traction there starts to slip and then you try to turn the other way and it just nicks it out the wrong way there, the way you don't want to go here in MISANO. Track that this is the first game I've got with MISANO in it. I don't know if MISANO's in too many games actually there. However, doing basically just now up in the direct, or exactly halfway in the pack now here. Slam it down to 4th again. And try to do as well as possible to keep going now here. The McLaren going a bit wide there. Now flying down towards the front stretch once again now here. Oh, probably take that T1 a bit too quickly there. The Honda seems to be holding up that McLaren a little bit, it seems, definitely. There, just now. I don't know if there's anything untoward happening there with the Honda, or if it's just a bit of a slow car now. Given it is definitely by far the oldest car in the GT Challenge now. Although this one is meant to compete in the GT Challenge America, the Racer's Edge one. That's just got warning 1 for track limits. I don't think we're probably need to worry too much about warnings. Just need to drive the car really. Now flying down towards the hairpin now we come. This might be a good place to set up a move, and we will actually go for a move here. This is for 14th place now here. We're going to... Oh no, we're getting bogged down in 2nd gear once again. Ferrari versus McLaren. See how that's going to turn out. It's not turned out well. We're going to keep our foot in it though. The McLaren's got ahead. That's all we need to know now here. The Audi once again keeping up very well with us, and now down to the corner where that Lambo had the accident, I'm pretty sure. And we've managed to get by the McLaren there just, and up to 14th place we will go now here in Misano. Down the low gears now here, and out the final corner here we come. It's quite like Misano. It's a track I want to get good at. It's here, just shame I'm not good at it at all here. Just now here, probably definitely going quite stretching the limits of the track. As we come round now here, down towards the back stretch we come once again. Another Sky Tempesta car. No, it's not, it's an Audi. There, I don't know what I was thinking about Sky Tempesta for. However, just can't get the quite get the run down the back stretch ever here in Misano. Shame that. Just need to live the rest of the way. And we're keeping up well enough with the Honda up ahead, sending it from a long way back there. That's not a good point. That's probably not a sensible move to try make there. It was never really on. They were probably going to lose a bit of time there, but we're doing decently fine. I believe in AM class we're doing fairly well. 14th place. We might be 2nd in AM class here, but that doesn't really matter. If it was in for maybe a championship, that would matter. However, this is just a single race. We don't really need to care. It just makes me feel a bit better that I'm actually doing decently. That's definitely a corner we can get a good run out of now here. Now the final corner we come now here in Misano, chasing down this Racer's Edge Honda now here. It feels like you can feel that someone's brewing on the horizon now here. We set our personal fastest lap there. Misano missing the line that we wanted to take around there, a bit more aggressive over the sausage curbs there. But it's okay. It's okay. We can bounce back from that. Now here, as we bounce our way down towards the back stretch, we will come. Hopefully, we can have a bit of a better line this time. Now here, cutting the corner a bit better there, and that is about as best as we could probably do it. Just need a bit of a lift off in a different point of the corner. In fact, brewing up there to be a move on the Honda, the Racer's Edge Honda, up to 13th place. We're going to now challenge for. Around the outside, we're going to try pull it now here in first gear in the acceleration zone. I'm going to try and do it. Not quite going to be enough though. Yeah, the Honda keeps ahead, but you can almost feel that something could be coming now here. Slipstream on the Honda now. Down the back stretch we will come now here, and to the inside we will dart now here. Round the second kink, smashing it down into 4th gear, and that will be a move completed before the braking zone there, basically. Needs to be decently brave, I'd say, to keep it flat out round there, side by side. It is, and it can get quite scary. It's probably less scary being on the inside than the outside, I must admit there. The Honda though, backing out though now here, and we are actually doing a lot better than I thought we would be doing. Round turn 1 we go now here once again, and we are flying here. MISANO making up positions quite a lot now here as we come around there. A bit of lifty offy action having to be done there here, and now it's our first kind of proper lap in clean air now here. Cutting down, lifting off, so we get the grip there, and now into the back stretch now here, getting the kind of track limits basically fine now here, and flying down towards the back stretch now here, chasing down this mark up ahead now here, coming on the penultimate lap of this race, I believe. Trying to get a decent line round that corner now here and out towards the end of the lap now here. Can we catch up to this mark before the end of the race now here is the main question. Maybe. Here is the answer. As we come round now here, down towards the big braking zone now here. 4th gear down now here. Bit of acceleration, and now down to 2nd now here. Cutting down the hairpin, taking the short line around there, but a bit wide on the exit there. Might be track limits penalty warning. Over the bumps in the penultimate corner and down the short line to the end now here. Leader on the final lap of the race now here. The Racer's Edge Honda fairly gaining. I believe that might have been our first clean lap of the race. However, I don't know. We are evidently not, because it's not saying personal best lap. So it's a thing, I guess. Oh, bit of braking action there happening. Although that line was very good actually there. Maybe that might be warning 2. Yes, it is warning 2 for track limits. However, that's fine. We get 3 warnings. We're going to use 2 of them. So probably not the most strategic if we're in an actual race to do that now here, as we fairly lock up that corner now here. Chasing down this mark very much. Chasing him down there. I believe that McLaren up the front of that train might be the leading AM car there as we come out around the corner here. The 158 car, I want to say that is maybe. Up ahead now here. Down the back stretch we will come in MISANO now here. It's going to be a very long run now here. The Racer's Edge Honda miles behind us now here as we come around down to the final corner, braking down there. Not going up into 6th gear that time. In fact, taking a wider line around that corner there. It's probably not going to work out very well for us there. However, we are going to get track limits there, and round this final corner we will come now here in MISANO. It's going to be 13th place, a lot better than I thought it was going to be here in MISANO. That is lovely stuff. I shaped with my left arm because the pit window's there, and that is very decently done there. 2nd place in the AM class there. It wasn't the McLaren that we were focusing on there that was at the front of that train. That was Dean McDonald. That's a pro class car. It doesn't really matter. We come 2nd in AM class. I just want to say that because it makes me feel good saying that we're 2nd. But 13th place from about 25th on the grid is not bloody bad, is it? Lovely stuff. Well, that'll be that there, and actually I did a lot better than I thought I would be. So make sure to maybe be a bit more high aiming than what I was aiming there for here today in MISANO. Lovely stuff there. In fact, quite a decent amount of the cars we start alongside the M-Class cars falling down to the back of the field there, but we climbed our way up to 13th. That is lovely. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed that one there today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do whatever you want to do. If you want to see more GT Rallycross and rally content there, especially that different order every single time now here today. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed that one. We shall see you next time. Goodbye.